Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for this video. I went on a walk today and I brought with me the HorizonT. This one, I have the red label as well, and this one had an issue with the drum rotation. And so I brought it out and it was pretty cold. It was like 34 degrees or something. And I was just trying to work it out and see if I could get it to work better. And it seems to have done the trick actually. It used to get stuck like or and I would have to press this multiple times to have it complete its rotation. It seems better now. There is some example photos. I'm going to be posting all the photos from the HorizonT and the Ricoh R1 from today and my walk, and another video I'll post the Portrait 800 photos that are in this that I still have not gotten around to finishing. I took a bunch of pictures with this camera today, but somehow still some left, which is great, and I'm excited, but I don't know exactly when I'll finish this roll. So I will make a video maybe sharing images from this, which has Portrait 800, and from this, which has Lomo 800 in it. And not really a comparison video because 120 and 35mm, not really worth comparing, but just for fun. Two color films, similar, same speed, whatever. But hopefully you enjoy the images at the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoy the video. It's kind of me just chatting and showing little snippets of things. Not a super in-depth video, but it was a fun day, fun time. So hopefully you like it. Thanks for being here, and have a good day. Hey, so I'm at home, and I am about to go out and make some photos around town. I have this little dude, not the red label, but a different one, that's been having some issues with this rotating correctly. And so I'm going to try and see if a few tricks that I just want to try out will work it out a little bit, and also just using it, maybe we'll work it out a little bit and get it to function better. And I also have this little friend that's had a roll, Welty, had a roll of Portrait 800 in it for a while now. I keep bringing it out and meaning to shoot with it, and then I just don't see anything or don't find anything that I really want to use it for, so it just sits in my pocket, which is perfect because it's very pocketable. I don't know how big it looks, but that's how big it is. So I'll be using this as well, and also this really amazing Ricoh R1. And everything you've heard about it is pretty true. It's really light, plasticky, thin, and amazing. I'm excited to see how the images come out. I don't know how they will because I don't have a DX coated roll in it. I just have bulk loaded, I think it's probably Ultrafine Extreme 400 or Tri-X, and I don't know what it will read it as, or it might just opt for 100 ISO. So we'll see. It might be really overexposed, but I'll post pictures at the end of the video and just some like snippets of me walking around randomly through my neighborhood. So hopefully you enjoy, and hopefully some of the pictures turn out okay, and if not, I'll post them anyways. The first snow in Spokane. Scrounging. Okay, so all the weird footage aside, I am on a walkabout, if you can't tell. Just trying to surmise what the problem is with my HorizonT. My second one is having sort of a rotation issue where it's not like completing its path, and so I'm trying to figure that out by finishing the roll, which I have a roll of black and white Kodak 5222 XX in it. Yeah, and I also have the Ricoh R1 that a really amazing person gifted me. Thank you, Lucy. And so I just finished a roll with that camera, and then I have the last little few shots in my Welta Welty of some Portrait 800 that I loaded in it, like, I don't know, like, I have to sneeze. Whew. Like 4 months ago or something. Oh, pardon me. The cold weather. Okay, so I'm just walking around trying to finish these rolls, and as you can see, it's snowy and pretty fun, and pardon the camera and the darkness. I'm using my front camera, and it has a lot of cracks in it, and I usually have tape on it. But yeah, it's been a very nice walk, and I'm almost done, so that'll be 3 rolls. And there's a day, and I'm gonna keep walking, finish this roll. I did bring a roll of 12 exposures of Kodak Ultramax that's expired that my friend Tommy sent me, and so I might throw that in something and use that too today if I still want to be outside. But it is pretty chilly, and I want to go home and be warm. So, yeah. Anyways, it's beautiful out. There's no one here. Okay. See you later. I love this. Hello. This is my dark bag. And I am gonna load up the 2 rolls that I just finished shooting. Got this little dude. Woo! And this little bulk roll of mine. And what I'll be using is a little pair of scissors just to cut this little part straight across, like that. And then also cut it off the end when I, but I usually leave a little bit so I can always reuse these. That's my tactic. And then I have my Patterson with 2 reels in it, so I'll be using this as well. And there they are. So I just put this whole thing in the bag. Whoop, right in the bag. Put these in the bag. Whoop, these in the bag. And then just feel around a little bit, and gotten pretty used to doing it. And I was very, very terrified when I first did this. I was like sweating. It was like summertime, and like Film Photography Project, they talk about the film sweats, and they are very real. I was super nervous. It's very hot in there. I was living in an upstairs apartment, and I was like just really fumbling around, and I just kept trying to get it on. And I think it was with 120 film, and so even more surface area to smear your sweaty, stupid hands. And so I was trying to get it in there, and it just kept like curling off the little, like right after the bearings, it would just go and curl off. And I think it was just the heat and the combination of that and my hand moisture. And somehow the images turned out okay, but yeah, it's pretty nerve-wracking. So here we go. Okay, so one really quick thing about rewinding one of these puppies, the HorizonT. It is kind of, so people, for people who are really not into rewinding the M3 or the M2 or any of the old Leica M's that have the knurled knob, this is like 1,000 times harder. I don't mind the Leica rewind, but this, you pop it up and you pull it up and you rewind it, you turn it this way, and because the film is traveling so far and through all these weird little curves and stuff, it can be kind of tiring to do. And something that I found that's easy makes it easier is you want to hold this in, the rewind button here. Don't take your finger off of it, because every so often with my other camera, for some reason it popped out and then it ripped part of it and I had to rewind it in a dark bag. So if you hold your finger on here and hold it upside down and then turn it, it doesn't accidentally want to go back in, or which is nice that it has this little spring to it, but for some reason it kind of, while you're turning it, will want to kind of try to go back into this little cavity. And so if you hold it upside down, gravity does its magic and you get to just turn it. And it's a lot easier if you hold this down and let gravity work and just give it a go. So that's a little trick. If you have one of these and you're having a hard time rewinding it, it's annoying, whatever. Not an amazing trick. You could have figured that out for yourself, but yeah, just upside down is a lot easier than right side up. So there you go. Okay, so here we are, and I'm going to show some images in a minute. So thanks for watching the video. I was going to film more after the park, but my phone either got too cold or something happened where it wasn't allowing me to use the camera anymore. It is an older phone, so the battery dies really quickly. But hopefully it was a fine time. But I walked back from the park, which was a little bit of a walk, and there was some pretty stuff that I wish I could have showed you, but I did take some pictures of it so you'll see it. And there is some like banding and some other weird stuff with the panoramic photos, and I kind of like how some of them turned out. And the Ricoh photos were fine. They were like nice enough, but I want to use some DX coated film, or just film that I know how it's going to read, because I think this was overexposed quite a bit, so I had to do some correcting, but it wasn't too bad. So again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you like the images, and see you next time.
Everybody wants perspective from a hill, but everybody's wants can't make it past the windowsill. I can see you in your room at night, pictures on your walls, little forest scenes and high school Halloweens, but they don't come to you, they don't come to you at all. All houses dream in blueprints, our houses dream so hard. Outside you can see my shoe prints, I've been dreaming in your yard. One of these days will end. The kitchen window, the light will bend. You'll be carving a pumpkin with the knife. When someone at the table says, that's not what I call a life, the elephants are so ashamed of their size. Hosing them down, I tell them you got pretty eyes. Out in the backyard, I used to make like I was a cowboy. I set my dog before a hoop and say, now boy, now boy. When the governor's heart fails, the state bird falls from its branch. Icicles on hell's higher hills. Meanwhile, back home at the ranch, I still get up early in the morning, and I never knew a better place. I believe that stars are the headlights of angels driving from heaven to save us, to save us. in the sky.